Dear children, welcome to the video class. Grade 6, Science, Chapter 5, Separation of Substances. Dear children of grade 6, welcome to the science class. Before starting today's class, let us recall what we have learned in our previous class. In our previous class, we have learned about sedimentation, decantation and filtration and how to separate various substances in a mixture by using these techniques. In this class, we are going to see evaporation and condensation. We have learned about evaporation and condensation in the 5th standard itself. Now we are going to see how to separate various substances in a mixture by using this evaporation and condensation. So before starting this topic, let us recall what is evaporation. So what is evaporation? On heating water, if we take water and heat, the water will be converted into water vapor. That is, the water will be changed into its vapor. So that process is called evaporation. So this is given in the book itself. Take a pencil and underline. The process of conversion of water into its vapor is called evaporation. Okay. Now let us see what is condensation. Condensation is quite opposite to evaporation. On cooling the water vapor, it's changed into water. So that process is called condensation. You can underline the process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form is called condensation. Just we have recalled what is evaporation and condensation. Now we are going to see how to separate various substances in a mixture by using this evaporation and condensation. Let us start with the activity. Let us start with the activity to know how to separate various components in a mixture by using this evaporation. You take a beaker. And you take some water in it. Then you allow to boil it. Then you add 2 or 3 spoons of salt. And you completely stir that. Okay, you stir that very well. You shake that very well or you stir that very well. So what happens? Now the salt is completely soluble in water. Now what we are going to do? We are going to separate the salt and the water by the process of evaporation. So now this mixture contains 2 substances. The first one is salt, the second one is water. Now we are going to separate this water and salt by the process of evaporation. So for this what we have to do? We have to heat this mixture. That is, we have to heat the salt water. On heating, what happens? The water gets evaporated into water vapor and the salt will be left behind in the beaker itself. So we can scratch and we can take the salt. Okay, in our houses also we can see that the cooking utensils are deposited with the salt layer. Okay, you have seen that. If you have not seen, go and see. Okay, that is the things, that is the vessels which we use for boiling the water. They have thick deposits of salt in it, isn't it? So that is only because of evaporation. Okay, children, have you all understood? Now we are going to see one application of this evaporation. That is one of the uses of this evaporation. Listen, children, we can obtain common salt from seawater by this evaporation. Okay, seawater is very salty, isn't it? Why it is very salty? It contains many salts in it. It contains calcium salts, it contains magnesium salts, and also it contains sodium chloride. The sodium chloride is called common salt. This salt only we use for cooking. Okay, so that is, it is called a common salt. So what we are going to do is, we are going to separate salt, that is common salt, from this seawater. So what we are going to do is, take the next figure. See the figure 5.2. Okay, so this is the shallow pit. So this is the shallow pit. The sea water is allowed to stand in the shallow pits for some days. What happens? Sunlight is there. So by the action of sunlight, water gets evaporated into water vapor and the salt is left behind in the pit itself. It is left behind as crystals. Then what we can do? We can refine this salt. That is, we can purify this salt and we can use this salt for cooking purpose. Okay, so this is the one of the application of evaporation. That is, salt from seawater is obtained by evaporation. Have you all understood, children? Yes. Now we are going to see how to separate various substances. That is, let me tell with an example. Okay, take some water, mix some sand and mix some salt with it. Okay, so how many substances are present in this mixture? 3 substances. The first one is water, the second one is salt, the third one is sand. Now we are going to separate these 3 substances from the mixture. Can we apply any one of the techniques? That is, we have seen about many techniques now. Threshing, winnowing, decantation, filtration, sedimentation. Like that we have seen many things. Evaporation, like that we have seen many things. Can we use any one technique alone? Can we use decantation alone? Or can we use winnowing alone? No, it is not possible. We have to use more than one separation method. So that we are going to see now. Okay, so are you ready for the activity? Yes, do it. Okay, now you take a beaker, add some water and add some salt and add some sand. Okay, so this beaker consists of 3 substances. This mixture consists of 3 substances: salt, sand and water. Now we have to separate that. So how to separate that? You make that mixture to stand for some time. So first you are using the sedimentation technique. So what happens in sedimentation? The salt comes and deposited at the bottom. The liquid contains, that is the solution contains both salt and water. Then what we have to do? We have to carefully transfer the liquid into another beaker. That is, we have to do decantation. If decantation is not possible, it is not effective, means we can do filtration also. We have seen about decantation, filtration and the sedimentation in the previous video. Isn't it, children? Yes. Now the salt is separated. Now the decanted liquid. The decanted liquid consists of 2 substances, water and salt. Now we have to separate the salt and water. So what we have to do? We have to transfer the solution, that is the mixture which contains salt and water, into this kettle, and we have to close with the lid. Okay, then what we have to do? We have to heat the kettle for some time. See, they are heating the kettle. Like that we have to heat the kettle for some time. So what happens? What happens? The water gets evaporated and water vapor will be coming out. And vapor will be coming out from the spout. Okay, see? What happens? We are transferring the water into this kettle and we are heating, and the kettle is also closed with the lid. So what happens? Water will be coming out as water vapor. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to do condensation process. Okay. I told you what is condensation. Condensation is the process of converting water vapor into water. How this water vapor will be converted into water? Just by cooling. So we have to cool. So we take some iron pieces in a tawa and the water vapor is cooled. Okay, as the water vapor is cool, it gets condensed and it is converted into water. Okay, now we have separated water from the mixture and the salt will be left behind in the kettle itself, and the salt will be left behind in the kettle itself. Okay, so thus we have separated sand and water and salt by using three techniques. First technique is sedimentation, second one is decantation, the third one is evaporation and condensation. So we have to use more than one technique to separate 2 or 3 mixtures in a compound, that is 2 or 3 substance in a mixture. Okay, have you all understood, children? Yes. Dear children, your activity for this class is you have to complete section 1 and 2 in page number 61 and 62 in your NCERT science practice book. Okay, section 1 is complete the mind map. You have to complete the mind map. Okay, you can refer the test book and you have to complete the mind map, and you have some substances are given. You have to write under which it can be separated. And in the section 2, definitions are given. You have to write the definition for a mixture. A mixture contains 2 or 3 substances. Then winnowing. Third one you can leave it. Okay, I will tell this third one in the next class. You can write the definition of first one and second one. And differentiations. That and all we have discussed in the class. So refer the test book and write the appropriate answer. And give reasons why we use different methods to separate substances of different properties. That is, to separate a mixture of sand, salt and water, we use 2 or 3 techniques. Why it's so? You have to justify and you have to give reasons for the statement. Then second one, we use filter paper. Why we use filter paper? Okay, sometimes decantation will not be effective. Some things may pass into the solution. So that's why we are using the filter paper. Okay, so read the question and write the appropriate answer. Refer the textbook and submit your class teacher within 6 o'clock. Okay, children, do this activity. Meet you all in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you.